Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading. So this morning I got up and I read the messages as I do every day. And there were a few sort of, I guess what I would class as messages that I need to address on my channel. Apparently the camera was out of whack yesterday and somebody couldn't see the cards, so I don't know what happened there, no idea, don't really care. A couple of people said they couldn't hear the video, they couldn't hear my voice. And then somebody sort of had a bit of a go about why do I bother doing two readings. So let's have a little talk about these things to start with. First off, I don't get paid for doing this. I get a little bit of money every month from the ads that I run. And I do personal readings, which don't leave me in a position where I can become completely independent from work. So I am a mother of 3 grown children. I am a grandmother of 7, and I also am a great-grandmother. I don't have the money for really incredibly good equipment. I use an iPad because that's pretty much what I can afford to have. I would love it if somebody came in and said, here Yvonne, here's a few $1,000, whip out and buy yourself some really good equipment. So if you're prepared to do that, that's fabulous, and I would love that more than anything. But I do this because I love to do it. I do it because Spirit has led me here to do these readings. I do it because of the thousands of people who say they love my readings. Whether they need to wear a headset or not, I don't know. But I want to say to you, if you find that there is a problem with something, if you could address it yourself, that would be fabulous. And if you can't, look, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that you are not able to. But I do what I do because I love doing what I do. And I have absolute spiritual backing for that, which is, you know, the most wonderful thing I've ever had. So please try to be a little bit more sort of sensitive to other people's requirements and needs. Just remember, I'm not an actor. I'm not a person who makes movies. I'm certainly not a millionaire. I have struggled for much of my life, and I'm 62 now, so it's not been a little struggle. And I do what I do because I love doing it. Now, the reason I do 2 readings is because when I first started doing the readings and they would give me a romance reading, people would say to me, can we hear about something else? And I was like, you know what, I'll leave it up to the universe. I do not ask for anything when I read the cards. I just come out and I go, right, Spirit, what's happening today? That's it. So what I started doing was saying, well, okay, if the readings are like that, maybe I could go back and do a second reading and maybe other people would like the second reading. But as you all know, very often I do the second reading and it's exactly the same as the first. Sometimes we're nearly all the same cards. So there's a sign for you. So that's why I do 2 readings. Not for any other reason. If it's a problem for you or you find that uncomfortable, then I would suggest perhaps I'm not the reader for you. But if you've purely been asking that because you're curious, that's why. So, you know, maybe sometimes you should be asking your own spirit guides for a little bit of input on these things and see how your own spirit guides come in and tell you how to work with something. 5 of fire. Conflict. Ask your own spirit guides. If you're having an issue or problem with something that isn't working for you or it isn't doing what you need it to do, then maybe ask your higher self, what is the best way for me to go around resolving this problem? I tried using microphones, I've tried using headsets, and more people said to me they couldn't hear. So I ain't gonna win, all right? I ain't gonna win. I do what I do, you accept what you see, and that's it. And guys, you don't need to defend me. Seriously, you don't. If people are that negative, I just get rid of them. It's just not that important for me to have people on there. And I know you want to, and I know that, you know, you tell me you love me and you want me to sort of not worry about other people. I get that. I really do. I feel it. I don't need to be told. I feel you. I really do. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me. If people don't like it, I can't do anything about it. I can jump up and down, I could cry, I could let it get to me, but it ain't going to make a difference. People are still going to be that way. So I've learned that over the years. So if the messages are too negative, or I can't fix the problem, then generally I'll just take them off the channel, especially if it's been more than once that they've moaned or griped. I don't need that in my life. Spirit's asked me already to cut the cards. I pulled back twice and it just keeps falling into the same split. If it doesn't, I don't even address it. I don't even bother arguing with people or because there's just no point. There is no point, seriously. There is no, how would you say? I'm not going to give everybody the outcome that they need. It just ain't going to happen. Not unless somebody goes out and buys me a brand new studio to do my readings in. Anyway, Spirit wants me to cut the cards there, so that's what I will do. And I do have the Emperor coming through. Now, the Emperor is the card of Aries. I'm not really sure why they've got Leo on this particular one, which I think is quite interesting. But the Emperor is a person who they've worked their way to be where they are. They, possibly very learned, very well educated, but certainly very experienced. Now, the Emperor can come across, to represent a father figure. The card often represents the divine masculine. Other times it might be someone you seek out in your life to get advice from or to speak to. But certainly someone very strong and someone you look up to here. And we do have the Nine of Cups coming out behind that. So the Nine of Cups is the wish card. The wish card is, in this card, is very beautiful. In the traditional tarot, the guy who's got the guy on the wish card is looking very smug about his achievements. 10 of Pentacles here. Wow. That's a really nice start to the reading this morning. And Queen of Water. Some of you dealing with a fire sign here. I feel a fire sign, a water sign even. I feel like here someone's got something that's happening that's going to bring their wishes in, that's going to bring them in something joyful here, something they've been waiting for. The abundance can represent anything for you which you see as your abundance. So abundance for one person may be love and happiness. Abundance for another person may be to have plenty of money. Abundance for another one may be to have all your family around you. But this is abundance and it's tangible. So it's something that you can touch and feel. Some sort of wish coming in. I feel like somebody's coming in here to offer you something that will help you reach a point where you feel really comfortable in life. Now, this could be, somebody offering you a role. It could be somebody offering you something here that's going to bring your wishes in. But we'll have a look and see if we can work out exactly what Spirit's talking about here. Oh, one at a time. Thanks. Okay, so we have the Justice card coming in. Now, the Justice card talks about karma. And karma is something that can be built up during a lifetime. It can be brought forth from previous lives. It's something that it can be legal justice, too. So it can be something that's happening in the courtroom. So for some of you here, there may be somebody offering you a settlement, offering you some sort of settlement in a divorce proceeding. You may be receiving good news from someone here with the Emperor coming in. It could also be someone offering you a position or a job, someone being able to, whatever this is, it's going to make you feel very abundant. But I want to say to you, because we have this Justice card here, it could be something to do with legal stuff, but it could certainly be to do with your karma. So maybe, you've been waiting for a return on something. Maybe something happened that, the universe is now bringing something back around to you. But somebody's offering you something here that's sort of quite strong. It's a wish. And it could be money for many of you. Let me just sneak behind that. 7 of Pentacles behind that. That's a manifestation card. It's also a card of patience and waiting. So some of you are getting good news about something here today. Something coming your way. Okay, let's keep going. All right, I have the Chariot. So some of you can be dealing with a Cancer. Interesting enough, this Cancer card has somebody with a mask on. So you may have been dealing with something that you weren't able to see before. But something moving very quickly here. Something coming in very, very quickly. All right, we have the Messenger of Air here. So there appears to be some sort of truth coming through here. Now, if this is something to do with you waiting on something to be resolved, money coming through, it's like you've been waiting for something to come your way, and you've been waiting very patiently. And it looks like you have news here. Somebody's coming in with some news for you about this. Okay, I talked fire signs before too, didn't I? Queen of Wands here. I feel like this is your energy. I feel like there's been, it's almost a sense of relief for some people who've been waiting for this outcome, but it's also a feeling of being passionate about some sort of win, some sort of gain of something, some sort of, it's almost like a recognition, like a 6 of Wands energy here. Okay, so I have the 8 of Cups coming in with the Messenger of Earth. Something is definitely being offered here, and the Page of Fire. We have definitely a lot of things going on. There is a feeling here that you can now walk away from things that have held you back. So if you've been waiting for a settlement, some sort of karmic energy to dissipate, something you've been working towards, you can release it now. Something is going to be offered, something is going to be brought to you that's going to allow you to let go of the past, allow you to move forward with passion and stability. Okay, 3 of Swords coming in, end of heartbreak here, without a doubt, and a brand new start with the Fool card here. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords at the end here. So you're definitely, with the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, you are moving away from whatever's been holding you back here. Now, for some of you, you may have been doing a lot of work on yourself, because I feel this release of past energy. So that's really good. For others of you, this is much more tangible. It involves money. It involves goods. You could be getting a settlement on a relationship or a marriage. You could be getting some sort of agreement with someone on something so that you can now move away from this. So it may be that you're separating from someone, but the energy here is about clearing the slate and starting again. This is about having somebody who's coming to you with a very honest, straightforward, direct message to say to you, this is now done. We don't need to do anything anymore. It's finished. It's over, and you can move on. I feel that because of this, if this is financial for you or letting go of past energy, this is a time now where you can take that leap of faith you've always wanted. So maybe you will have the money to do something new. Maybe you will now have the freedom to do something new. And for some of you, it is the release or the finality in a relationship that has been holding you back for a very long time. It's a really nice reading because it shows me that you are letting go of pain. These 3 cards here, look, the 8 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. Like, this is the energy of releasing, letting go, and moving forward. I also love that the cards really complement each other on their colours. Being that they are quite blue and green, I would say there's a release from the throat and heart chakras here. So that means the end of pain and suffering, but also the ability now to speak up for yourself. So something's being removed. It could be that you are removing energy around something that's held you back. past energy, hurts, pain, whatever it is here, there's a big relief, a big release of energy. So that's really interesting. Okay, because that card just jumped out then. So I have the card of the Smoky Mirror. Okie dokie. The Smoky Mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known to the world. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious casualty. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The Smoky Mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. When the symbol of the Smoky Mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledgement that, past the limits of your current ability to perceive, there is a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order but challenging to fully grasp. There you go. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, in the hidden realms all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. No matter where you are in your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the Smoky Mirror will ultimately show you beauty and wonder once the fog lifts the distortion you see now. So whatever you have that's been holding you back is about to be removed. Have a wonderful day, everyone.